And welcome to another California Guy video with your boy California Guy. What's up, everybody? And welcome to this all new video, and it's entitled "The Legacy of Malcolm X." Now, Malcolm X's birthday was 2 days ago. I forgot to do a. I mean, I didn't forget to do a video, but I was busy the last few days working, so I wanted to drop this video 2 days ago about Malcolm X's birthday. Shout out to everybody who celebrated Malcolm X's birthday, May the 19th, and acknowledged his legacy and his dream. And hopefully, we all could continue the dream of, we could all continue carrying Malcolm X's vision, dream, and ideology that he's carried for so long. Malcolm X was born in 1922 to a father that was a minister who encouraged the Back to Africa movement. He was a disciple of Marcus Garvey. His mother was a biracial woman, allegedly a biracial woman at the time. His father was murdered by Ku Klux Klan members. Malcolm Little went to racist schools at the time in the 20s and early 30s during the Depression era. Went to very racist schools where they told him it would be nothing. From that point on, Malcolm traveled to Chicago and the East Coast, took odd jobs, became a numbers runner. He's met up with greats such as Red Fox, where they both worked as Pullman porters and no cooks, and he was known as Chicago Red. You know, Malcolm X went to prison for his pimping and was awakened up in prison through the Nation of Islam and his culture. He started to feel his people, the ancestors, great ancestors of ours. He felt a strong bond with black people. And after he got out of prison, he started to preach the word. He started to tell the truth. Became an activist, like some of us have done. And from that point on, Malcolm Little was transformed into Malcolm X. Malcolm X has spoken truths, and I've did many videos on Malcolm X. He has spoken many truths about black people. He's the one that helped bring enlightenment and confidence in the modern civil rights era next to Martin Luther King. Malcolm X was for black people fighting back. He actually is the godfather of the Black Panther Party, technically, because they took a lot of his ideologies and applied it. Now, when people talk about Afrocentric people, because I know I've been doing videos on what is pro-black. I consider myself not even pro-black. I consider myself a black nationalist. Is what I consider myself as. Malcolm X preached black nationalism, and I've been always a part of black nationalism for almost all my life. And then I've been a part of the title of black nationalism for the last 24 almost 20 years, because I've been a black nationalist since I was a little kid and grew up around different black revolutionaries. And so it awakened me knowing my people and culture. And Malcolm X was one of the people who was a black revolutionary that came. You had Marcus Garvey, who preached the same thing. You had W.E. Du Bois and many others, Frederick Douglass. And when we talk, all of us that get our ideology from those men, and there's many more, I'm just not putting all their names down, we tend to preach about equality and loving our own people and acknowledging that there is a white supremacy that exists around the world and global. But Malcolm X, the Black Panther Party, and many other blacks like myself try to tell people there's nothing wrong with being black. There's nothing wrong with being black and beautiful, and black is a good color. Protecting the black queen, which Malcolm X preached in a lot of his sermons, is protecting the black woman. Protecting the black woman like the white man protect the white woman means that anybody that messes with the black woman, that means death. And so me being a follower, and I read the autobiography of Malcolm X every year. Um, I know for myself, I had the awakening when I was little. I've always looked at white supremacy as the most dangerous thing to harm black America. When they came into our villages, took our forefathers away from the village and assimilated us into white culture, and then black people fought back against it. Now they're trying to wear black people down in the modern day, which this parallels back to Malcolm X. It goes back to Malcolm warned us about all this, that white supremacy would start to brainwash but dozens of blacks. They want to brainwash us. They want to tell you not to love your culture. They want to tell you that your culture is your history is pseudoscience. They want to tell you that there was no black and brown, no black queens in Egypt. And Egypt had white people. They manipulated history. Malcolm preached on it. Friends of Malcolm, such as Dick Gregory, John Henrik Clark, and many others that was around him, they all were the deep thinkers back in those days, and they established the black liberation theology, Black Panther movements, Black revolutionary movements, and people like myself and many others that's on Black YouTube and beyond that still carries on Malcolm X's dream. And I'm sure Malcolm and Betty Shabazz are smiling from heaven, looking down at black people still continue their dreams. And there's many others too. Martin Luther King also too, and others that their lives were taking fighting for black unity and black pride and black rights. They're looking upon and they're seeing that a lot of us black people are still fighting for our culture, our identity, and loving ourselves. And that's what Malcolm X did. Like and share this video, people. Let's talk about these black issues. Peace.